Welcome to Blog Talk Radio in high fidelity.
series of thought-provoking questions regarding themselves to obtain a baseline understanding of who they are and what they want to become. For example, what are your life's aspirations? Their platform questioning provides potential career paths for each student after carefully answering and evaluating each question to the best of his or her mental ability. Just Touch 360 commitment after receiving their answers from evaluation is to create a navigational roadmap with an end point for young adults, networking them into the right future opportunities or networking them out of bad opportunities and into the correct opportunity. Well, they have a little graphic here that says that 8% of all USA high school seniors have never taken college readiness courses. And it's like, oh, wow, that number is really, really high. And there's another little graphic on the side, and I'm assuming that this is who did they ask? And it looks like they asked Caucasian students, African American students, and Latino students. Caucasian students and African American students were both at 45%. However, Latino American students listed in at 51%. Well, listeners, we need to take a very short break, and when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Just Touch 360 and how they are trying to change the world for the better. We'll be back right after this.
Need more exposure for your Christian events, products, and services? The Professional Pastor's Resource Guide offers a digital magazine for Christian ministries to brand their product, books, church tools, resources, supplies, and events. Also get exclusive updates and news from Christian leaders and more from around the globe. To learn more, go to www.theprofessionalpastors.com and get your first 2 months free. The Professional Pastors is a St. Petersburg global ministries.
And we are back. Thank you so much for joining me for Modern Living with Dr. Angela. I'm your host, Dr. Angela Chester. We are talking about a company called Just Touch 360 and how they are trying to change the world. Unfortunately, it looks like they will not be able to make the call today and speak with you live. If we can get them on the line, then definitely we will do that, but it doesn't look like they're able to call in. So this is live, people, and we learn how to roll with the punches. So I'm just telling you a little bit about what they tell you about themselves according to their internet, according to their listing on the internet. And you can find them at justtouch360.org, at justtouch360.org. And it says, a college education has more return on investment for a graduate in the United States than any other nation. Now, according again to their website, they say that 30% of freshmen drop out of college their first year, that 84% of high school graduates earn 84% less than four-year college graduates. 60% of college dropouts had no help from their parents, and 50% of all college dropouts have a salary less than $35,000 a year. Well, as many of us know, $35,000 a year in today's society does not go as far as it used to. If you ask the question, if we look over time, right, and we look at what they made back in the 40s and the 50s, or we see the signs and it says that coffee, a cup of coffee was 10 cents, or that gasoline was 25 cents a gallon, right? It's just absolutely mind-blowing. Well, I do remember gasoline being 99 cents a gallon, and in some places it was 90, 95, 97, 98 cents. I personally remember that. I think, however, be it that I am in California, that my children will always remember gas being $4 a gallon because we said so. Oh my gosh, gas is $4 a gallon. So they are definitely going to remember that. So when gas dropped down to $3.10, we were throwing our hands up saying hallelujah for the break in the gas. So I can only imagine those that were making $35,000 a year and trying to make that last in today's budget, especially if you were living in a major city. It is expensive to live in some of our major cities, and that includes Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Miami, Washington, D.C. That $35,000 doesn't go quite as far as it could go if you were living in a smaller town. So there are definitely some benefits to living in our small towns. I know sometimes people talk about a small town or rural America, but there are some blessings that we have available because everyone needs a place where they can feel safe, that their dollar will stretch, that their dollar means something, that they feel loved, that they feel included, and that they feel that they can support their family and that they can really and truly have that American dream. What I believe that Just Touch 360 is trying to do is make sure that our students are prepared for those things that are going to happen in the next step of their lives. They want teachers, they want students, and they want businesses to all be able to reach out to our next generation and make sure that they are equipped, that they are prepared, and that they are able to take our society to the next positive level. And yes, I'm throwing that in, next positive level, because, we don't need it to go down. We don't need for there to be all of this hate speech. We don't need for it to be all of this um, divisive talk. We don't need a divide and conquer. Instead, we need inclusiveness. We can all be our own individual selves, and we can all appreciate what we're all bringing to the table. I think that we can each appreciate that there are men and women in the world, that there are various ethnicities in the world in various countries, because we all bring our own perspective. And in that, we can all shine brightly. You guys know that I have a saying that I don't need to shine any dimmer in order for you to shine brighter. And what I mean by that is that you have a light that is within you, and there's something that you have been purposed to do on this earth. And in doing that, you are going to shine brightly, my friend. I am going to shine brightly in what I do. And together, we can illuminate the way for others. So go out, be your awesome self, do what you have been purposed to do on this earth. I think that's what Just Touch 360 is trying to do with their students. I'm so sorry that they were not able to make it on the line today, but I hope that in my sharing what is on their website that I have done them justice. Thank you so much, listeners, for joining me for Modern Living with Dr. Angela. I'm your host, Dr. Angela Butts Chester, and I hope that I have enlightened, inspired, and empowered you today. And as always, may the Lord continue to shine his face upon you. May you receive his grace and his mercy in all that you do. And until next time, have an awesome day, everyone. Bye-bye.